Human geography, otherwise known as cultural geography, is the study of how humans interact with the surrounding world. In other words, human geography looks closely at people, their communities, cultures, and economies, with respect to how they relate to the physical environment around them. In this presentation, I will look at how humans have settled in two very different places on Earth. San Francisco, a large city in the United States of America with geocoordinates of 37.7749 latitude and 122.4194 longitude. And Gandigunta, a small village in India with geocoordinates of 16.3759 latitude and 80.8405 longitude. So what type of settlements have humans established in the city of San Francisco and in the village of Gandigunta? San Francisco is a modern city in an urban area with a population of about 1 million people. Although the history of humans in San Francisco goes back 10,000 years, San Francisco became a part of the U.S. in 1846 and experienced a major population boom during the gold rush in 1849. During this period, Chinese immigrants poured into San Francisco to help build the Transcontinental Railroad. Immigrants from other countries, including neighboring Mexico, also came together in San Francisco to form the unique, diverse culture of San Francisco. On the other hand, Gandigunta is an old village in the rural area with a population of about 10,000 people. It is part of the Krishna district, which is known for rich, fertile land with the Krishna River. Majority of the people in India live in villages and have since 300 BC. How is the land used in the two different types of settlements? In San Francisco, the city planners divide up the land into zones to specify what part of the city can be used for living versus business. So for example, in downtown, you'll find buildings set up for commercial purposes, and in other parts of the city, you'll find neighborhoods filled with homes where people live. Homes are typically built side by side in Victorian style, something which early European settlers made popular. In Gandigunta, most of the land is used for farming. Rice, sugarcane are the two main crops grown. Poultry and dairy farms is also common in this village. San Francisco is filled with a lot of economic activity. Restaurants, shops, and companies sell a large variety of goods and services. The stock market is also very active, and startup companies from Silicon Valley go public daily. In Gandigunta, crops like rice and sugar are sold in markets, and so are farm animals like chickens and goats. You can learn a lot about people from the way they handle their waste. San Francisco has a city-wide recycling program which encourages its residents to recycle paper, food, plastic, and electronics. While these programs help the city make use of their waste, there is also a lot of waste, especially when compared with people in India who have very little garbage. People in Gandigunta tend to buy only what they need, and hence throw away very little. Most homes don't have any garbage bins. It is also difficult to find garbage bins in public places. Sometimes people go door to door to collect paper, glass, metal, plastics, and batteries from homes. These items are sold, income, and recycled. What kind of trade links exist to further economic activity? In the San Francisco Bay Area, there is a major seaport where a huge quantity of goods are imported and exported every day. From my bedroom, you can see a large container ships from China and other countries pass under the Golden Gate Bridge. The containers from these ships are carried on trains and trucks throughout California and the continental USA. There are also multiple international airports serving San Francisco where goods are flown in and out from and to other countries. In Gandigunta, there is no railroad station, although the railroad system in India goes throughout the entire country. The roads in Gandigunta are mostly dirt roads, no suitable for big trucks. For this reason, bullock carts move crops to the neighboring towns, where trucks and trains are used to transport goods to other places within India, where the goods can be sold in big quantities. While it may seem like Gundigunta is a small village with little contact with the rest of the world, there are many signs of international trade in the countryside. Homes. For example, many families will try to have TVs, grinders, and many other modern appliances made in foreign countries. Many of these products are new, since the Indian government lifted major international trade barriers only a few decades ago. In San Francisco, coal and natural gas fuel a typical house. San Francisco has the goal of becoming a 100% renewable energy city and has developed programs to move in this direction. For example, advances have become made to harness energy from the sun, wind, water, geothermal, and biofuel. In Gundigunta, energy is used carefully. Although most homes have electricity, sometimes the electric plant will turn off the main switches at times to prevent overusage. Most homes have very few light bulbs, and gas tanks used for cooking is rationed by the local government, which makes people use it only when needed. Cow dung is often used to fuel and cook food, and as a fertilizer for farm. In San Francisco, a great variety of food from around the world is sold. Although most of the food is processed and stored in refrigerators, organic food and alternative food such as eating only raw vegetables have also become popular. In Gundigunta, fresh food is cooked daily. Mostly what is in season and local is eaten. However, trade links have made access to foreign food more common. 50% of Indian people are vegetarian. In San Francisco, there is processed clean water. Right now, there is a drought in San Francisco because of water being used too much and being wasted. In Gundigunta, there is a conservative use of water. It has much bacteria and foreigners who drink it can get sick very easily. In San Francisco, there was a gold rush in the 1840s, which led to many immigrants from around the world to settle in the area. Earthquakes also led to the discovery of other minerals in the area. Volcanic activity in the area also resulted to mineral deposits. In the Gundigunta area, you will find a lot of limestone. In addition, chromite, iron ore, mica, and even small quantities of diamonds can be found in the district. In general, both San Francisco and Gundigunta are rich in minerals. Natural resources are not equally distributed in the world. Less than 1% of the world's population owning more than 90% of the wealth. Furthermore, the wealth level in the United States is over $100,000 US. Meanwhile, in India, it is below $5,000. In addition, there is a big difference in wealth among classes in both San Francisco and Gundigunta as well. For example, you have millionaires and homeless people living, practically side by side in both places. I was born and raised in San Francisco, but I have also experienced life in my grandfather's hometown, Gundigunta. Both places are so different, yet they have a lot of similarities. Life in San Francisco is exciting and fast-paced. In contrast, life in the countryside of Gundigunta is serene and calm. There are a lot of blue and green spaces in both areas, which makes both places appealing to live in. Having stayed in both places, it is interesting to see how humans can develop two totally different ways of life using the resources around them. Thank you for listening to my presentation.